talk about the all things being equal
Yeah.
step 8 with objections, specifically about when the objection is I can't afford it, it's out of my budget.
Yeah.
It happened twice yesterday, and I got to that step 8, and I was like, I don't know where to go with this, because it sort of didn't matter. It was like, I just don't have the money, right? And it ended up there.
For sure. So there's a couple ways you can do step 8 with budget, all right? The traditional way is they're going to ask you, let's say your rate is $1,000 a month for whatever it is, for your speech coaching. $1,000 a month, right? And they're like, well, I could do it if it was $250 a month. They give you a number where they want you to be, okay? The all things being equal in that is, I get it, I understand, okay? Just out of curiosity, let's say I could drop the price to $250 a month, which I want to be crystal clear on. I can't do it, I won't do it, we don't do it. We have very firm and fixed pricing. But just out of curiosity, let's say the price was $250 a month. All things being equal, would it make sense to sign up for the speech coaching? Well, yeah, Julia, it would. Why? Okay, now you need, when you do this phase, all things being equal, do not do it unless you have these two things, sword, shield, okay? Because Julia, your mind might be this powerful, but I don't think anybody else's mind is this powerful. We can't keep inventory of everything, right? So make sure you have a sword and shield in your hands, even if you're on the phone, okay? Because you're gonna have to write, and you're gonna have to write fast. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Julia, okay? Just out of curiosity, hypothetically, I know you're saying you can't afford it. I totally get it, totally understand. Empathy, right? And you're saying, you know, if the price was that you'd like it to be around $250. Let's say I could take the price from $1,000 to $250, which I can't. I want to be crystal clear on. We're very firm on the price, okay? I cannot change the price. We're fixed on the price. The price is what it is. It's a very fair price. You can feel confident that when you sign up that you're going to get the same price as everybody else. We don't move our price. But just out of curiosity, let's say I could, and the price was $250. All things being equal, that's where the all things being equal comes in. Now we're at the price. The price is now equalized. Would it make sense to sign up for the coaching? Yeah, it would. Got it. Why? Because the price is $250. You're going to write that down. And if they're smart aleck like me, sometimes they gloss right over it, but they'll go to the price. Got it. Why? Now you're going to go Chick-fil-A on them because the price is $250. Got it. Why else? Well, I mean, with the speech coaching, as we mentioned before, I just got promoted, and I have to give weekly breakfast meetings at my work. Got it. How many people are at those breakfast meetings? 250. Got it. Ugh. Why else? I really think that having the speech coaching will help me be more effective, not only in my internal presentations, but my external presentations when I'm talking with customers. Got it. When you say external presentations talking with customers, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, I have to run Zoom calls with clients, and I'm kind of the quarterback on those Zoom calls. How many people are typically on a Zoom call? About 50 people. Got it. Why else? You know, Julie, I really like your style, and I like your service. I mean, you've been very responsive. I like the fact that I'm talking to you personally. Oh man, that makes a huge difference to me, right? Why else? And you guys are like, come on, he's interrogating them. Y'all need to practice this. This is a short list. But in the essence of time, I'm going to say what every prospect that you go through all things being equal with says. But they typically give you about 4 more things. About the average points that they will give you is 7 to 8 points. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We're at half of where they normally stop. But they all say about the same thing when they stop. You go, what else? And they go, well, that's pretty much it. And literally, word for word, you're going to find they say, that's pretty much it. And now, because you've had a sword and shield, and you've got, there's the thing you can't do, the 250, right at the top. You can say, listen, Matt, I get it, right? The price is $1,000. you would like it to be $250. You're saying you don't have the money for it, okay? I can't lower the price to $250, all right? But in order for you to save that $750 a month, okay, your weekly breakfast meetings to 250 associates at your work, it's up in the air. May go great, they may be a total disaster. You are not going to have a coach that's going to give you the inspiration, the confidence is going to be there with you every step of the way to make sure that every single week your breakfast meetings are the best that the company has, okay? And you're not embarrassing yourself in front of the organization and dropping the ball with your new promotion. By the way, I think you had told me that's an additional $50,000 in income for you with the promotion. Also, you're not going to be as skillful and effective with your external Zoom calls. You said you have about 2 of those a week, and there's about 50 individuals on each of those Zoom calls. Yet another opportunity where this can go really well, and your career is great, and these being client-facing, the client's doing more business with the organization, hence more goodwill towards you, and you're not running the risk of embarrassing yourself to clients outside of the organization and the people that are internally with the organization. And you're not going to have a coach with a style that matches your style and is willing to give you the personal involvement like we're talking about right now. Okay? So I just want to make sure that I'm clear. In order for you to save $750 a month, you're giving up a coach that's going to work with you personally. A coach that has a style that matches your style with, which is uber important. Because if you guys don't match style-wise, you're not going to pick up what they're putting down. You're going to have Zoom calls with clients twice a week, sometimes upwards of 50 people on those Zoom calls. You're running the risk of that Zoom call being a total disaster. More importantly, every week you're running the breakfast meetings with 250 of your coworkers at those meetings. Knowing that you've got the breakfast meetings that have to go well, the external client meetings, and you want a coach that's going to be there with you every step of the way, does it make sense to get you access to the program? Right? That's all things being equal. We just did it on price. You could do this on dashboards. You could do this on reporting. You could do this on bits, bytes, blinking lights, anything. What you have to do is you have to isolate the thing that they're saying is stopping them from doing business, which, by the way, is why you want to go through step 6 and 7 before you get to step 8. Step 6 and 7 is, we don't know if they're just bitching or complaining about the price. Hey, I just want to make sure that I'm clear. Is the fact that the coaching is $1,000 a month, is that stopping you from getting coaching? Yes, Julia, I don't have the money. Is that the only thing that's stopping you? Absolutely. If this was $250 a month, I would do it right now. Again, it's not the time to be empathetic, okay?
I haven't heard an alternative price from any of the people. That's what stumped me too, is that nobody said if it was this price, I could do it. So do I just call out a price at that point? I wouldn't.
And that's a great question, Julia. And here's why I wouldn't. Because if we call out a price, what we don't want to do is involuntarily, psychologically signal to them that that's the price that everybody else says, okay? Because you might call, let's say you're 1,000, and you might say, what if I could get it to 250? And there's a huge difference between them saying, I want it to be 250, and you saying, what if it could be 250? Because if you say it first, they're going to think, holy smacks, I was about to pay over $750 more a month than I should have paid. I'm getting this deal at $250. It's really weird. I'm going to allow them to say a price, but if they don't call out a price, I'm just going to say this. Just out of curiosity, Julia, I can't lower, I want to be crystal clear on this. I can't lower the price, okay? For my folks out there that we're not talking price, let's say it's a graphical user interface. I just want to be crystal clear here. I can't give you a graphical user interface, right? If I could, I would. It's not part of our program. It's not in our roadmap. And by the way, not to divert off of this topic, if you are in SaaS, okay, I have made this mistake before personally. Stop it. Knock it off. Quit it right now. Matt, you know what I'm talking about. Selling vaporware, okay? This whole idea of, well, we've been talking about that. We're going to get that pretty soon. Because as soon as you open that door, guess what they're going to say? Oh yeah, great, Matt Hummel. Call me when you guys have the GUI user interface that's RX 482 compliant. And you're screwed, right? Even if you just walked out of a board meeting and they're like, dude, February 2nd, we're going to be R246 compliant. Don't let them know that, because that's vaporware. Until you're R246 compliant, keep that in your vest. I digress, okay? So when they say, but they don't give Julia a price, she's just going to go, just out of curiosity, right? Our price is fixed. I can't do anything on the price. It is what it is. You can feel confident that you're getting the same price everybody else is. But just out of curiosity, let's say I could lower the price. Would it make sense to sign up for the coaching? Yeah. Okay, now don't go down the road of, well, what would that price needs to be, right? Okay, why? Well, because you lowered the price. Why else? Well, because I got to do weekly breakfast meetings. How many people are in those meetings? 250. It's pretty anxious. It's part of my new job. I got promoted, making an extra 50K, but that sucks. I hate doing those. Totally get it. Why else? I have to do external kickoffs with clients. There's about 50 people on those calls. How do those go? It's pretty nerve-wracking. Why else? I like your style, Julia, right? And I got to tell you, even though there's no way I can afford your stuff, I love the personal touch. Same thing. You're writing all of those down on the list, okay? But if it's price, don't start going. By the way, same thing if it's not price. If they're just like, I wish your technology was better. Don't go into, well, what would you like to see in the technology? As we've talked about in other sales coachings, people will answer the questions we ask them. Okay, so be very careful asking things like, what price does it need to be? What do we need to change in the technology? What do I need to change in the contract? Because even if they don't have anything, they're going to make some stuff up, right? So what if, if the technology was better, would it make sense for us to do this? Now, if you have been skillful in your Easton University process, they're not going to go, no, it wouldn't. Because you're not getting to, it's not like you're opening up the sales discussion with, hey, would it make sense for you to sign up on sales coaching? Or would it make sense for you to sign up on speech coaching? Or Matt Hummel, would it make sense for us to do this piece of software for you? You're slowing the process down in the beginning. You've already monetized the situation. You've already got them talking about things like the breakfast meetings, the reports that they're missing for OSHA. Now, another mistake when you're doing this exercise, you're probably going to know what these things are because you already had a discussion with them. If you say it, it means like, hi, I can kind of see you in there. I'm crushing your head, right? It means about that much. If they say it, it means everything. So even though, like if Matt Hummel knows the answer, we got smacked by OSHA. Our people in the field can't get the reports that they need. All things being equal to Matt Hummel, when they go, I wish the technology was better, or with Matt's case, I wish you guys could deliver it sooner, Matt's not going to say, well, how soon would you need it, right? Matt's going to go, listen, I get it, totally understand, right? Let's say I could hire 152 developers, wipe my desk clean of all my other projects, and get you this project sooner. He's not going to say, when would you like it sooner, okay? Which I want to make sure that I'm clear, I can't do, okay? At our company, we don't just hire people to put butts in seats. We have the best of the best. When you're working with the best of the best, it takes forever to find another one of those, right? So I want to be crystal clear, development schedule is what it is. But let's just say, for sake of conversation, just out of curiosity, let's say I could deliver it sooner. Would it make sense for us to do the software? Hell yeah, Matt, it would. Why? Because you guys would have the software delivered by November 1st. Why else? Because we get those reports and avoid OSHA fees. Why else? Sure would be nice to have somebody else working on this, because I'll tell you what, the CEO, her brother-in-law is in charge of our internal development team, and that guy sucks. Got it. Why else? This would really make me look good. Got it. Why else? I mean, a project like this would take a lot of work off of my plate, and I'd be able to go to some of my kids' hockey games. Okay, notice, what mistake did I make? I wasn't writing any of this down. This is why you have to have a sword and shield, because now I have to try and remember. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got 3 options. Option number 1, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen, where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number 2, you could look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're gonna catch some sort of once-in-a-lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're gonna see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.